Hello, my name is Mars, and for the past 3-4 months I've been singing little songs on the internet. Right here, if you haven't seen any of the videos, go and have a little watch. They're okay. Some of you might know I'm in a band. So this is a little bit of a different video. I just wanted to come on here and have a little talk about that because it's important to me, it's part of my music, and I wanted to make a little bit of a different video for once, not just always sing a little song at you. And I didn't do any talking in my last video as well, and I kind of felt bad about that. So here's prolonged talking. Yippee! So in the descriptions of my last couple of videos, and this one right down there, I've been putting the links to not only my public socials, but also the Instagram and TikTok account of the band. So if you wanted to support us and you are interested by the band in this video content, please feel free to go and look down there, have a little follow. Obviously, point number one is, how did the band come about? On the 31st of May last year, me and my friend Alex, who is relevant to the story and comes back later, we went to go and see the Arctic Monkeys in Coventry, and it was incredible. One of the first proper concerts I've ever, in fact, the first proper concert I've ever been to, and I was blown away. And it reignited an idea that I'd had in the past and had come up every now and then, but after seeing the Arctic Monkeys, I really decided this was the time to do it, and that was to start a band. And so I talked to my friend Leo about it. Leo is our drummer. He's incredible, he's very fun. He also was half deaf for a bit, so that's fun. So I talked to him about it and I said, Leo, I really want to start a band. You're a drummer, do you want to be in a band? And he said, yes, absolutely, that'd be really cool. So a bit of time went past, we kind of discussed it, going, yeah, no, this would be really cool. We didn't actually do anything about it until we decided to take initiative. And we went to our friend Felicity. Felicity plays basically every instrument under the sun. If you ask her, can you play this instrument? The answer is probably yes. We're scared of her. She had been playing the bass for a little bit of time, and we said, Felicity, do you want to play the bass in our band? And she said no. She had said that the bass was kind of boring. I wanted to play because I was doing rhythm guitar, she wanted to do another one of the guitars. So we said, sure, but we were still looking for a bassist. So we went to Alex. Alex had been playing guitar for a little bit of time, maybe a year and a half, maybe not that long actually. But because he played the guitar, we assumed the bass isn't wildly distant. So we asked him if he could play the bass. And when asked that question, he said, and I quote, yeah, sure, okay. Now it's important to mention that Alex had never picked up a bass in his entire life. He had no idea how to play this instrument. And that's how the band sort of started. You know, our 4 members, that's how it all kicked off. And that was that. And then came the naming experience. We went through so many names, like a lot of names, and sometimes we thought this is a really good name, maybe this will be it, but there was always 1 or 2 people in the band who were like, no, this isn't great, let's do something else. So we spent maybe a week trying to come up with a name, and eventually I brought to the table the name of my dad's old band from when he was our age, which was Rack and Ruin. And I put that on the group chat, and that got a thumbs up from everyone. So we all liked it, and so that's how we became Rack and Ruin. Anyway, at the end of every year, our school puts on a music festival called Woodfest. Now, this is the bit where Alex not being able to play the bass comes in somewhat relevant. We had about 2 weeks before Woodfest, and we only had a half an hour slot at our lunch period where we could practice. So having decided on our song, Crying Lightning by Arctic Monkeys, we were practicing during this half an hour. So realistically, that's 1 hour in total to put together this song as a band. Now obviously we were rehearsing outside of school at home, but still, that's not a lot of time. Alex didn't actually own a bass, he was borrowing one, and it was a lot. We did also have a kind of half an hour on the day of Woodfest where we could rehearse on the stage, and that was okay. And having only had like an hour and a half to put this all together, it went pretty good. So here's a little bit of that.
There was no cracks to grasp or gas to claw, and your last time twisted up the string, the twisted and the ring, and I ain't that little in your hand. I ain't my head, and how you like to aggravate the icky man on rainy afternoon. Uninvited, but not half as impossible as everyone assumes you are.
That was that, and Woodfest was incredible. Anyway, a couple of months pass, school finishes for summer, we come back after summer and we are ready to carry on as a band. We've got the whole year until this year's Woodfest, and we're thinking, this is it, we're going to do something really good, we're going to put together a set list, it's going to be great. And our school also does a talent show, so we thought we'd do something for this. We had a lot of ideas for different songs, but eventually our time restrictions came back in and we just didn't have enough time to put together a new song. So we did Crying Lightning again. And this time it wasn't quite as good as when we had an hour and a half to shove this all together. We kind of bombed a bit, so that was that. But we're on track with our 3 sort of songs. We've put together a set list which is being rehearsed and sometimes reconsidered every now and then for Woodfest this year. Additionally, we're also writing our own music. Felicity and I sometimes go on calls and we will write our songs for the band, and we're currently working on a song called Concord. Now on the Instagram, on the TikTok, we've posted a video of me and Leo doing the intro to this song. And it's done pretty well, if I do say so myself. The song isn't actually finished or recorded or anything, so for the couple of people that have been asking, is this on Spotify? No. We have no presence on any music platforms. We will hopefully change that, but for the time being, nothing. And for Woodfest, we're looking at some covers that we're going to do, like Somebody That You Used to Know and Where Is My Mind by Pixies. I just thought I'd come on here and talk a little bit about the band, a little bit about what we're doing and where we're going in the future. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to see more of the content, maybe even a bit more of the band, a bit more of my music, then feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching.